Mm-mm. You can open it.
That was a class.
Put it, yep.
Crystal called me. She said, "You don't call me no more."
Why? You at the house?
That's what I said. She so used to me hitting her up 4-5 times a day.
I told her she gonna have to be the one to change now.
Oh, Smoky Bones, $19.99 for a full racko. Ribs.
Take the risk again. Because they was tripping that TJ. We should have just went and sat down. Yours was good? Hey!
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. I'm on live.
Huh?
I'm on the live.
Oh, my fault.
Hello.
Crystal.
I'm coming on here just to interact with y'all. I haven't done a live on here in so long. Hey, boo, how you doing? I love your support. You're so dope. Like, it don't matter where I'm at. You always support me. I appreciate that so much. You have no earthly idea. Like, so hello. I'm coming on just to talk to you guys, interact with you guys. As y'all know, I am back on YouTube, sharing videos from herpes standpoint, stuff that I'm learning in business as a herpes activist, and also now Vanquish Care, which is the first Black-owned topical herpes treatment company. So just sharing a little bit about me across the board. Y'all are so used to me over the last 7 years, which is 7 years now, and 14 years living with genital herpes. Y'all been used to me just posting videos about herpes, which I'm still gonna do, y'all, because there's still so much stuff that we can talk about. And then I'm going to start bringing up, like, if y'all didn't watch the last video, that was just like 5 steps how to, like, when you first find out your diagnosis. And they are really brief, but they're brief for a reason. I think the reason I do brief sometimes because some people are just trying, like, to just, like, what should I do? Or what are the steps in the first place? And then we're going to dive into each step because I don't want the videos to be long anymore. Over the years, we have done very long videos. I don't want to do long videos anymore. I want the videos to be very short and sweet to you guys so y'all can start implementing the things that I talk about in the video ASAP, because what I have learned about being in the community for so long is that people want the help fast, okay? Especially after dealing with the mental aspects of the depression, the side, the feeling unalive. They just want to get the information as fast as possible so they can try to implement some of that stuff ASAP. So most videos y'all going to get from me are going to be probably under 10 minutes. That's the whole goal, really under 5 if I can get it quicker. Y'all know I already talk fast, but I'm trying to make sure you guys get the information and you understand where I'm coming from so you can implement. I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to watch a whole 20-minute video to get what y'all need. Your girl done got a little bit better at what she do on sharing the information and be a little bit more clear and very much able to explain what y'all need in a faster way and more practical way on how to implement. So just know all the videos y'all will see is just things that, number one, that you can help you with your status, and also things that could just help you with your life. I don't want us to think just because you have herpes, you don't have a life outside of this, because you do, baby. You got to go to work, or you got to run a business, or you got children, or you want children, or you're in a relationship, or you got family, or an illness, or somebody who's sick, or something. We all have life happening. And a lot of individuals get so caught up in their diagnosis that they tend to just like let the other side of their lives just fall apart. And you can't. I'll just tell you now, you cannot let the other side of your life fall apart, because as you let that fall apart, this seems like, you're the reason why my life is horrible. Well, babe, I love you, but you dropped the ball on that side. You cannot stop juggling life, okay? And that's the reason I really want to keep it short and sweet so you guys can get to a point where you're getting the information that you need so you can continue to juggle life, okay? I also want to say this to some individuals who, like, your diagnosis is like the top of your brain, but you're doing very well in life. Like, you're reaching your goals. You know, you don't got the new job, you finish school, or you're in school, or you just applied for school, or you're looking for a new job and you got that interview that you want, or you just got in a really good relationship, or the relationships around you are doing well, you're able to communicate better, your confidence is a little bit up than it was before. Also, you don't figure out how to, control your outbreaks, or something good is happening, or something you're learning how to do. Please start giving yourself a kudos for that side. Start applauding yourself. You need to get to a place of gratitude for the good that is happening in your life. I know having herpes make you feel like your life is full of crap. You feel like your life is down. You feel like nobody wants you. You feel like I just feel crappy. But you keep forgetting that great things are happening. Okay? Thank you too, love. You keep forgetting that great things are happening, okay? And for my individuals who feel like, Belize, my life is just horrible, baby, you are alive. I need you to get a piece of gratitude in your mouth, okay? Get a piece of gratitude, thankfulness in your heart. Because if you don't, it just seems like life sucks, okay? And I understand, because life ain't easy. I don't think it was built to be, okay? But just living with herpes should not be the reason why you're not grateful for the things you are moving towards with. Because I look in my support group, which if you're looking for a support group for women, all free. It's completely free. You can go to www.vanquishcare.com and you can go to the resources section and you'll be able to find the group. But in the group, I have ladies in there all the time, amazing women telling me great things they're doing, but then they drop back to say, well, but my life is hard because of herpes. Looking at you, your life is not bad. Your life is not bad to me, because you're able to still accomplish things, okay? Having herpes has made my life better. I respect myself more and I'm more happy. And I'm so proud of you for that. I'm so proud of you, and everybody who's on here, please look at that, because at the end of the day, some people think it made it worse. And I'm not going to lie, herpes have affected some people in the worst side. So I'm not going to take that from some people at all. Everybody's story is different within the community, and I never want to take experience from you. I never want to make you feel less than for your experience, and I never want you to make you feel like your experience is not validated. It's some people, it did make their life bad, but my whole thing is, it don't have to stay that way. Okay, if your situation, how you found out the person that you got it from, or you believe you got it from, and that person's not being supportive, leave them alone. Okay, leave them alone. Close the door, baby, or you going back out. You going back out? Or go and you get rid of that person, okay? Or if it's family, listen, you ain't got to talk to folks, okay? I love you dearly. You ain't got to. You could be cordial and you can keep it moving. Now, if you live with the people, it makes it a little bit harder. But at the end of the day, you do not have to do overextend. You don't have to over engage. You don't have to do some things, which is not what a lot of us are taught to do. A lot of us are taught to be people pleasers, which is the problem most of the time. That's all another conversation for another day. But at the end of the day, I really want for my individuals on the side where it seems like this has made my life worse. I want you to freeze and ask yourself, how was your life prior? Okay? Have you figured out how to deal with some things in your life prior? Some of you, herpes is just the icing on the cake. And y'all heard me say this over the last 7 years that I've been doing this. And I'm not going to change my wording, because it's the truth. It's the icing on the cake for some of y'all. Literally, this is the last thing that seemed like it's going to break the camel's back for you. This is the last thing. It's like, it's just, like you're walking and somebody like push the back of your knee and you just like fall. Like, that's what this feel like to you. It seemed like you got pushed all of a sudden and you wasn't expecting, and fell on your foot and scraped your nose. Okay? So I really want you to know, just because you scraped your nose, or just because you stumbled, or just because you failed, didn't take you out. You're still here. You got a bruise, but get on up, okay? And I'm here to pick you up. Listen, I just need you to say you want to get up so we can get you up. All right? I met a lady who got shot in the head the same day I got diagnosed. I can't complain. God is good. Listen. And I am also a strong believer in no situation I like to compare, but also sometimes for us, we got to understand that everybody, keep it in, everybody gonna come to an end. But at the end of the day, this don't have to be your end, okay? This don't have to be your end. This don't have to be the thing that take you over the edge, okay? This don't have to be the thing. You just have to understand that you have to get through those initial emotions. You have to get through those initial times so you can move forward. But a good way to do that is to have some gratitude. The good way to do that is to find something to be thankful for, okay? So please, y'all, I challenge y'all every day, and this is something I'm getting better with just because I got so much freaking going on. That I try to find something I'm thankful for. Even when it's hard, I try to say, I'm thankful that I'm even in this situation to learn something new. That I get to learn something new about myself. That I learn a new skill. That I learned that, okay, I'm in a different level of things. How to deal with this. Who to ask for help. Who to help support me. Who to reach out who already dealt with this to help me get to the next level. So they can put their hand out and I can grab their hand to get to the next level. My whole thing is like nothing in life you have to deal with alone. Okay, and that's the main reason I created this this YouTube channel, to show you you're not alone. It's so many of us that's dealing with this. But my whole thing is you have to get involved with giving yourself some gratitude. Please, everybody, clap for yourself. Put your pat on your back you got up this morning. Pat on your back you watched your body this morning. Pat on the back that you were able to stop thinking about it for some seconds. Pat on the back that you were able to go ahead and go to work and do what you need to do. Because some people, it was so hard they couldn't get out because they've been struggling with mental health for so long that this is literally it's like literally pulling them down like a weight. Some of the people, this is the worst thing because they were already struggling. And even for my people with that, applaud yourself for the things you do every day. And I'm not calling it's big things if you got out of bed today. It's big things if you were able to wash your body today. It was big things if you were able to just get outside and get some sun, feed yourself. Do not take none of that for granted, okay? Don't take any of it for granted because somebody else can't do it, okay? It's just that bad on them. So when you get to a point where you need to applaud yourself and start moving forward to try to do something else, okay? I'm just saying this because I think some people like, dang, it ain't that bad. It ain't that serious. Yeah, it is. It's that serious for some people, okay? It's really that serious for some people. And if that's not your story, that's a blessing for you. But for somebody else, it just seems like the worst thing for them. And y'all know me, I have a lot of sympathy. I have a lot of empathy. I get it, okay? I get it. But I also want us to all start helping each other up, but also helping ourselves up to realize if I'm on a platform and Belize is telling me that it's possible, and I'm seeing these other ladies on here comment in the section and they saying they did it and they're encouraging each other, and I see all on the comments that they encourage each other, and I'm in her group and they encourage each other, I'm on her Instagrams, they encourage each other. It's possible. If you're in other herpes activist group, it's possible. You see it's possible. Listen, we ain't special. Yes, it's you. You gave someone why. Yes, it is. You gave someone why. I don't trust. Okay. So my whole thing is you got to understand that if you can see us, if you can see one person, and I used to strongly believe this, if you can see one person get out the hood, everybody can get out the hood. That's just my motto. Now, I understand everybody on my platform is not black, but apply it to your lifestyle. Apply it to your neighborhood. If one person can change their life out of what you've been in or better their life from where you are and things like that. You said I didn't finish writing. Okay, I was like, but I wasn't going to get mad at you. I wasn't going to get mad. I knew you was coming back. But yeah, I just want you to know if one person can do it, you can do it too. And we are here, me and every other activist, every other person who chooses to share their story or want to support or just want to comment to encourage you is letting you know if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. And I really want you to take that motto as you are fighting through each and every day, that if she can do it, I can do it. But listen to what we're telling you. Take the tools. Make sure you go look at that last video I posted. Like I said, gave you 5 steps to start moving forward. Baby, the door is open. Y'all know I'm still a mom, okay? Open the door. Nobody locks you out. Twist. So, hey, beautiful. How are you? God bless you too, love. Thank you for coming on. But do y'all have questions as I gave my little spiel? Do anybody have any questions, concerns, anything that you want to share with everybody? I am going to do these more often where we come on and interact with each other. This is still one of the biggest platforms for herpes. And I want to come on here so y'all can interact with each other, share your stories with each other, so you can just see that you're not by yourself and you feel comfortable with sharing it. Because I know some of you guys don't feel comfortable getting in a support group, or you're like, I'm just not ready for that and things like that. But this is your way of being a part of a group or being with others who have it too, and utilize what you feel comfortable with. How long into the talking stage do you disclose? Good freaking question. Yes, I have a question. Okay, go ahead and put it down there. How long into the talking stage do you disclose? Now, I'm gonna give you two things. When you feel like it, and when y'all both determine that y'all like each other. Okay, that's the two things. And before sex. Okay, that's common. Like, I don't think I even need to say it, but I'm gonna say it. So 3. When you feel like it. Because my whole thing is everybody's talking stage is different. You can meet somebody, soon as you meet them, it's just the chemistry is there, and y'all just talking and you want to tell them right off, okay? And then some people feel like, I don't want to do that. I want to talk to them a little bit longer. You can, but that's up to you. You know your talking stage style. And I think it's very important to know your talking stage style so you can just implement it based off your style, not based off timing. Put it like that. Because if you know your style and you know how you get to know somebody, and then you get to a point where y'all are pretty much almost interested in dating or exclusively dating. Because for me, dating is just getting to know each other. And y'all do what y'all want to do. And then exclusive dating is y'all are committed, y'all are together. But in that talking stage, it's when you want to, when you feel like it's time before y'all commit or have sex. Okay? That's it. So that could be when you first meet them. That could be after a couple of weeks. That could be 2 weeks. That could be a month. My only thing is, and my strong believer is no more than 3 months. 90 days in, you're going to get a side eye. Okay? You're going to get a side eye. I could be like, you've been here for 90 days and ain't said a word. Why? Okay? Now, the only reason I will say if that is a very much inconsistency in between both of y'all, okay? Y'all coming in and out of each other's lives. Y'all really haven't established anything yet. Y'all really kind of just in a place where, like, I'm feeling you, but life keep happening, so we ain't really talking for real. Then I will give you a pass, okay? And that has to be explained between y'all too, that I ain't tell you because we weren't consistent, neither one of us. I ain't talking about him not answering the phone. I ain't talking about you not answering the phone because y'all got y'all ways. No, I'm talking about equally, y'all are like, man, we just ain't been able to really vibe. I like you, but we ain't really been able to determine where we want to go yet, okay? And that's through communication, all right? So your 3 ways: when you want to, before sex, or before exclusive, okay? I met two people. One, I'm into, but how do you start the conversation? Don't want the relationship to end, but the hottest thing in the world, sometimes I forget. Okay, so my whole thing is, listen. How do you start the conversation and you cannot, I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to start from the end to the start. Okay. You cannot go into a conversation expecting it not to end. That is not you don't have control over that. Okay. What you say, you can't control. It ain't no special wording of saying, hey, blah, and they gonna stay with you. That's a choice that they make. Give them that and respect it, okay? If you go in trying to manipulate, because I feel like that's what that is, manipulating it with your words to try to get the results you want, then it's not about them making a choice. It's about you getting what you want, and that's not right. And I'm a strong believer in, if you want to help the relationship, you give people choices. You will respect their choices, and y'all communicate through their choices as yours and what y'all can do to work together. But if you're going in trying to manipulate it or get what you want, you already set this thing up for failure, okay? So go in just sharing this information and letting that person have a choice. How do you start that conversation? That's a good thing. So my whole thing is, y'all, please don't make it awkward. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I have to say this. Stop making it so awkward. Just have a conversation. Okay. The biggest thing I tell people, and this is how I do it all the time. Remember, I have been dating a lot of guys who don't know what I do, okay? They don't know I have herpes. They don't know I have a platform. I don't even tell people what I do have for the time anymore. If they ask me what I do, I'm like, oh, I sell products. I got my own business, I sell products. Or I tell myself personal care products or skincare products. I don't tell them that because I want to get to know that person, and I want to be able to disclose my information when I'm ready. Okay? So I'm just going to tell y'all that. So my whole thing is, while we're talking to each other, we get to know each other. We're in a talking stage, and then I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, I think I'm feeling this person. Okay, like you said, you into this person. Now say, hey, we've been talking for a little bit. You feeling me? I'm feeling you. I want to share something with you. Now say it in your wording. Don't use my wording. Use your wording. Okay. I'm a strong person. I like using the word share. I don't like disclose because most people in our community don't know what disclose mean. And I'm not saying that in a way of saying that a person's not intelligent, but the word in our world is used for our world. Nobody uses disclose outside of us, like for real. Nobody's in HIV, yeah, but we don't hear that word disclosing just regular dating. Okay, we go like, oh yeah, I'm about to tell somebody something, or I want to share something with you. So use the wording on regular dating terms. Don't be going in like, I want to disclose. I'm gonna look at you like, disclose what? What are you talking about? You sound like you're going to the doctor's office. Like, don't use wording that people don't use on a regular. Don't use our terms for the dating world, or please don't, y'all. It's just weird. I'm just gonna lie. Cause folks be looking at you like, huh? They already confused. Coming, just listening to you, they're confused. Okay. And I learned it because I done it a more time. They be like, disclose. They be like, you want to disclose something with me? Like, what do you mean? You want to tell me something? Or you want to share something with me? So I always say just share. So I want to share something with you. Or I want to share or tell you something. And be like, okay, what you want to tell me? Well, I want to tell you that I have herpes. I found out blah. Oh, this is how I found out. And just get quiet and give them a moment to process. Give them a moment to kind of like, are you serious? Give you a moment like, what the heck? All of these things. Just give them a moment. Don't get like caught up in it, because at the end of the day, that person is just absolute shock that you told them. Most people ain't never had nobody call them, nobody ever tell them prior to having an STD that they have one. Okay, so just know most of these conversation they had after the fact that person found out, and now they're telling them. Most people don't get this. I'm telling you, I talk to so many people, and they be like, man, so many guys. Most of them say, I ain't never had no chick tell me this but you. Okay, never, ever. Okay, ever. And they say if they did tell me something, it was after they found out, and now I'm going to get tested to find out if I got it, or go ahead and get my treatment. Okay, so just say, hey, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, or we've been both showing interest, and we've been talking about moving forward or trying to see where we wanted to go from here. But I want to tell you something, or share something with you before we kind of move forward from that standpoint. I have blocked. This is how I found out. Blah. Done. You ain't got to say 2019. You ain't got to go that deep, okay? Now, if you want to, because it's your personality, cool. But my whole thing, I'm a strong believer. Don't do nothing that's out of your character. Most people ask me for a disclosure, like script or something like that. I am really cutthroat and to the point. And some of y'all ain't made like me, okay? So if you are a long, drawn out, and I ain't saying it in a negative way, but that's just how you are. You like detail. You like telling the story. You want that person to understand. That's just how you communicate. Communicate the way you communicate. Because if you don't, it's awkward. Okay? It's going to be awkward. You want to talk to this person the same way that you talk to this person on a regular basis. All right? And said, what's the other thing? But the hottest thing in the world, sometimes I forget. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I don't forget that I have herpes, but I know a lot of people who do, especially if they have outbreaks. But my whole thing is, most people don't think about it until it's time to tell somebody. But my whole thing is the same way that you forgot about it then, use that same energy of just telling them, and don't put that much emphasis on it and make it a big deal. My whole thing, it ain't no big deal because you dang near forgot about it. You ain't worrying about it. And you're just sharing with this person so they can make the best choice for them. Or if y'all choose to be together, that y'all communicate on what's the best thing for you guys. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. The stigma is big in the Black community, girl. The stigma is big in all communities. Let's just take off that part. It's huge in all communities. I'm in all communities. I'm talking to Black, white, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, homosexual, however you want to display it, trans, all of it. It's just a stigma. It's just a stigma. And my whole thing is, everybody's going to choose to accept the stigma or not. It's a choice that each person have to make. But my whole thing, the biggest thing for you to do is you not live in the stigma and let that person choose what they want to do. Okay, choose however they want to do. And I did a video on that this week on my Instagram of saying don't get mad when a person don't want to accept you. You ain't like you listen, they can have a choice. Okay, you're mad because you didn't have one, and now you feel like you got to give people choices. Don't you? Wouldn't you appreciate if you got one, but you still mad that you didn't get one? But don't go in there mad at another person because you giving them what you did not get, and you taking the person that they don't want you. Okay, that's personal. Don't project, y'all. Don't project in disclosing. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to really make the conversation's already uncomfortable anyway. Don't make it more uncomfortable with your projections and your insecurities and your fears and all that. It's nothing wrong with having a fear. It's nothing wrong with being unsure what's going to happen. That's fine, but don't project. That person is an adult. They can choose what they want. Let them choose it. And also let the disclosure help you determine if this is a good fit for you and this person. Can y'all get through an uncomfortable conversation? Can y'all communicate how y'all feel and respect how each other feel? How did that person deal with all of a sudden situations? How are they going to be able to deal with it? You want to see this because most of us don't get to see this until you deep into a relationship and you like, this fool here don't know how to deal with nothing. Okay? I don't know how we're going to get here. I don't know how we're going to get through it. And it's just a big old, big thing. So my whole thing is also, honestly, this helps a lot of us be able to see people's communication style through difficult things or uncomfortable or unawakening things or things they're just not expecting. It helps you with that. Great advice. Never thought of it like that. Thought it that way. Maybe I'm just overthinking. And all of us overthink. There's nothing wrong with that part. I think that's just a natural thing to do when we're not taught how to do something. You typically overthink what you don't know how to do. Okay? I'm going to say that again. You typically overthink what you don't know how to do. All right? When you don't know how to do it or you don't have all the tools or you know how to do it a little bit, you just overthink it because you want to do it right and you want a good outcome. But when you don't know how to do something, you just overthink. My whole thing is, don't beat yourself over the overthinking part. My whole thing is you got to do it enough times where after a while you're not going to overthink it. The same way we did with tying a shoe. We used to overthink, like we used to get so irritated with tying our shoe and overthinking it. And I'm like, it's really not that hard, type thing. But after a while, now you just tie the shoe and you go on about your business. You don't think nothing about it. Overthinking comes with the fact that you just want to know and you want to do it right. And I feel like, honestly, disclosing is no right or wrong to disclosing. It's just timing. And when I say timing, making sure to tell that person before y'all commit into a relationship and before y'all are intimate in any way. And when I'm saying kissing, fondling, anything like that, let that person know. Because some people will just get fairly upset if they just kiss you. Even though you ain't got you ain't got oral herpes, or you never had any outbreaks there or anything like that. That person doesn't know that. And they're going to feel like, oh my God, you took an advantage of me, or you betrayed me in some way and didn't display something to me early. Okay. So I will tell you ladies, please be mindful with the guys that you mess with who are constantly want to be all in your face and want to put their mouth on you early. You got to set boundaries. Hey, bro, back up. Because at the end of the day, you don't know me like that. How do you know when you're shedding? You don't. It's no way to determine at this given time that I know of. There is no way to determine you shedding. Okay, you just think of shedding like COVID, when the virus was like you could pass the virus and you didn't know you passed. That is shedding. Same way that COVID, everybody was giving folks COVID and didn't know they had COVID. That's the same situation, but that didn't happen all the time. Okay. That didn't happen all the time. So my whole thing is that's why it's very important to tell your partner or share with your partner your status, because it's going to be times where the virus is present and you don't even know it. And you want to give them the choice to understand that that's something you can't 100% control. Outside of the only way to reduce that is with medication. Okay, that's the only thing that has stats to state that it can reduce that. It's nothing else at this given moment that's stating it can reduce it. Okay. Hey, sweetie. Hi. And start to have, okay, how do you know when you're shedding or start to have an outbreak before you don't? Because I don't get symptoms. Okay, if you get an outbreak, these is a couple of symptoms you can have. You can have itchy. Okay, so just an itchy feeling. Some people it's mild, some people it's unbearable. Okay, so it varies from person to person. Then you have aching. So I'm like throbbing, And then I'm thinking about oral and genital, and if you have in other parts of your body. Some people can get on their hands, some people get on their face and things like that. Some people get on their inner thighs, outer thighs, buttocks, anus, things like that, pubic areas. So I just want to say all that so y'all know it could be in different areas, okay? But itching, like I said, mild or severe. Then you can also have aching where it's just like a throbbing feeling, or it's just like while you touch it, it just feels tender and it hurts. That can happen. You can have swollen lymph nodes in your throat or swollen lymph nodes in your groin, like right there where that little V area is. It can feel swollen. Anytime that those two are swollen, it's something going on. Okay, it's a virus or a bacteria that's causing that to happen. So that start hurting. Legs can ache. Okay. Some people get full body aches, but genital for most people, they get their legs start aching, or they start throbbing, or they feel a tingling feeling in their legs and things like that. You can have tingling in those areas, lips, face, all those things like that. It's just a tingling, something that's just like, what is going on? Feel like, like when your nerves are like, you can feel they firing off a little bit. Like, what's going on? Something ain't right. Okay. Next thing you could have is, for some ladies, they get a discharge, which the discharge is not gonorrhea, like gonorrhea, syphilis, or anything. Not gonorrhea or trichomania or chlamydia. They all have a discharge. It's not like that, guys. Y'all, gonorrhea, chlamydia, y'all know what I mean. But it's not like that. It's not like BV either, ladies. It's not like yeast infection. It's like it's clearish, but got a little like creamy type feel to it, but it's foul. Okay, it don't smell good at all. Okay, and most people get that you can be having internal outbreak. Okay, and I noticed that with some people, like, I get it, and most doctors say you don't get it. Some people have internal outbreaks and they don't know it. Okay, so that could be just it's coming out. Next thing, let me think. Some people get headaches. Some people have flu-like symptoms. So don't assume just because you're getting flu-like symptoms is herpes. It may not be. You could really be just getting sick. But it could be flu-like symptoms for some people. Some people get headaches. Especially if you got oral. Some people get headaches. I get headaches because I found out I had oral too. So sometimes I get headaches, and my youngest son, he do too, and he get headaches at times. Let me think. I was thinking about the itching, burning. Oh, burning sensation. So you can have a burning sensation that's just like mild or very severe. Okay. And then after that is bumps, which the bumps could be cluster or single, or it can be like a pimple like. But it shouldn't be like a pimple to a point where like a whitehead. You know what a whitehead when you pop it? No, it's not like that. It just like looks like a pimple in a sense. And then, like I said, you can have a cluster of bumps or a single, or you can have like an open sore type situation, or you can have like a paper cut. It feels like a paper cut. Some people experience that as well, which that can be brushed off very easy because of tissue that you're using, clothes, friction, things like that. So those are a couple of things that you can look out for. You can have one of those things happen. You can have multiple things happen at the same time. Some of this stuff could be so mild that you brush off, especially if you have other conditions that you deal with. Yeah, I got prescribed my antivirals because I was just diagnosed, but we haven't gone in it that far yet. But I don't even kiss him. He's trying to, but it's not really. But it's really hard. But I'm going to take your advice. Yeah, just wait. My whole thing is, everybody, let's all be correct. Most people do not assume that anybody got anything. Okay, it's just not a thought. Okay, I don't care. When you meet somebody, you like them, or you just want to be with them, or you just want to have sex with them, you ain't thinking about no STI. Okay, it just don't come to their brain. So people are typically want to be very touchy feely and physical earlier than they should. Okay, without asking proper questions. And you'll be surprised when you start asking people questions, how, number one, offended they get, but also how irresponsible people can be, because they just don't believe nothing's going to happen. I feel like you can't live in a world where you don't think it's going to happen. Well, if you just because you don't think it's going to happen don't mean it's not going to happen. You're not exempt and you're not special, type thing. So my whole thing is, I know it's hard. You're really into him, but I feel like if you're in a place where you really enter into him like you say you are, just go ahead and tell him. Just go ahead and tell him and go from that point. You ain't got to wait forever. You're amazing. You're such an angel to explain everything. Thank you so much. I'm going to be more on your lives. I always consistently miss them because I'm so busy. But I just got your channel. Yay! All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. See, it was meant for you to be on here tonight. You got all that you needed to go back out there and disclose this guy. Go, 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 go. I'm proud of y'all. Any other questions? Let's get these questions, y'all. Come on. That was good questions. If this is your first time with me, let me know this is your first time with me. Hey! So, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody who stayed on as I explain all these beautiful things. Hopefully you learned something from it. Anytime we're on here, you want to add to what I'm saying, just put it in the comments for somebody, or like, Belize, I agree, or Belize, I disagree. Listen, I am not against disagreeing. Or if you had your own story and things that you want to share, we're going to share positive things. Let's not always share the negative, but let's share something positive to help somebody move forward, to better help them with accepting their diagnosis, dealing with outbreaks, also sharing or telling this to someone, and things like that. First time catching a live. This is my first live back onto YouTube. So, been gone for a while. We'll be back in this thing, okay? I miss my YouTube family. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without y'all. Like, this is where I started being an activist. I started right on YouTube in 2015, 16, something like that. I think it was a little bit, I don't know. It was then. It was a long time ago that I did that video. Y'all hear my child outside on the balcony. I put him outside, y'all. Any other questions, y'all, before we jump off of here? Anything else? Anything else? I do want to let you guys know that I do still offer one-on-one sessions, 30 minutes and an hour sessions. If you are in a relationship, you can book a session. It will not be two different prices. It'll be one for that couple. So if that's what you want to do, that is available to you. It's a dress, baby. Let me show you. Listen, don't tell me I'm cute. I'm going to show you. It is a dress, honey. Let me show you. It's a dress. They go all the way down. I got it from Navy. I got it a long time ago. This dress is so cute and so comfortable, okay? This is kind of my go-to. Not yet. Not yet. Listen, that's a whole process. Literally, I put an offer on the house, and baby, it's not ready. I was not happy. I ripped them to shreds. Okay, I was not happy about that situation, which I don't think I want that house anymore. After looking at it again, I'm about to go another route of finding another house. So that was not the goal. I wanted to move into my house. I was supposed to have been moved a long time ago, but life is happening. I'm grateful. Love my bestie. And everything is good, but it didn't go as planned, but things happen for a reason. I'm a strong believer. If things didn't go the way I want them to go, it should be another way. But thank you for asking. Y'all know I'm transparent. I don't mind sharing. Almost. Not yet. I'm ready to move, though, y'all. Any other questions? Make sure, guys, if you are looking for herpes products, y'all know where to go. Go to vanquishcare.com and get y'all products. We got lip balms now, so if you got oral outbreaks or you want to prevent your outbreaks, the lip balm is the bomb. So I gave y'all that. I still got a couple of more body washes left. After that, it's gone for a little bit while I put the new packaging on it. But you guys been giving me amazing reviews on that. So I've been enjoying letting y'all get that product and let me know what y'all think of the body wash. But people are absolutely loving it. So I love that. And people been loving the lip balm as well. So thank y'all for that. I enjoy doing the beta testing first to kind of see what y'all think about it. And then go from there to, better serve you guys. I really want to make sure these products are up to par of what y'all want and things like that. So make sure y'all keep sharing, somebody who got outbreaks or somebody who kind of like, I want something to help me try to prevent outbreaks, y'all know y'all can use these products every day. Really good products. Thank you, love. Thank you. But all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all know where to find me. Everything you can do, book the session, and you can get products at www.vanquishcare.com. If you want to book the session or get into the support group, you'll just go to the herpes resource section, and we will see each other next time. Take your time when it comes to moving from experience. When you have boys, just go to the neighborhood first. Listen, the neighborhood was a good neighborhood. Good question. Thank you for saying that. It's a really good neighborhood. Very established neighborhood, things like that. It just, I wasn't happy with what they did to the house. I was peeved. And I'm not happy with just some other things that I seen after seeing it I seen the house in May. And then I seen the house again in June. My eyes are not the same anymore. Like, I'm like, I don't like this and I don't like that. And this going to be more work for this. And I don't think I want to spend the money for that. So I started to look at things differently. When I first seen the house, I was just, I'm in love with it. Now I'm like, I don't really like this house no more. I'm kind of happy that I did get a second look at it before closing on it again. But I was like, this going to cost me this. It's going to cost me that. I'm going to have so much to deal with. But my kids are not outside kids. My kids are I take them out type thing. But the neighbor, based off how the house was built, they could have been in the backyard comfortably. But thank you for stating that, because that's important. I was trying to make sure it was in a decent neighborhood too, because I pay attention to people. Grass cut, I pay attention to all of that. You can tell when some people don't care. I pay attention to a bunch of cars in the yard. I pay attention to if your blinds are toe up. Like, I pay attention to all of that. I don't live in many places. You can pick up when people could be rowdy, okay? And I don't want that in my neighborhood. I am very quiet. I'm on my business. I'll speak, but I'm on my business. All right, y'all.